We continue with our coverage from Radio Row here at Super Bowl week. Tyler Jeltzer with you. Thanks for joining us here on this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. We got some bad news for the Philadelphia Eagles that we will get to coming up in just a matter of moments. Before we do that, though, folks, we are in a sub-battle all week long with our Eagles Now channel. Chase Sr., he said the kingdom. There was no way they were going to win this sub-battle and no way we could get 50 subs off today's video. And I said, Chase, first off, F you, F the birds, and we're going to win this thing. So we want to make sure we do our part, not just to beat the Eagles on the football field, but off the football field as well. When we sub, we score. When we sub, we win. I think that's how it goes. Subscribe now for free for the latest happenings in your Kansas City Chiefs throughout the entire Super Bowl and beyond, right here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Subscribe now for free, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Let's start with Isiah Pacheco. I got the chance to catch up with him earlier today at his Super Bowl media availability session, and I asked Pacheco, how are you feeling right now? Because a lot of people have been wondering. He did come back from injury, but he hasn't quite looked like his old self just yet. And the thing that Pacheco told me was he said that not only is he 100%, but he's playing at full strength, that he feels like his old self, the version of Isiah Pacheco we saw prior to him going on IR. Remember when he rushed for 90-plus yards against the Cincinnati Bengals? We haven't seen that version since. Well, here's more from Isiah Pacheco in our conversation earlier today. Isiah, how are you feeling health-wise right now? You feeling like your old self?
I'm feeling amazing, bro. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Working with Kareem, what's it been like sharing the backfield with him?
Bro, it's been phenomenal, bro. The mindset, the accountability, the fast physical part, we got it on pat. We got it on smash. We ready to roll.
What's your confidence level in getting this run game going here against Philly?
Shit, whatever Coach Reid calls, that's the confidence level we're going to be at, and doing it at 100%, flying around, making plays.
Tell me about your offensive line. What do you like about those guys that making your life easier?
I love them, bro. They're doing a solid job up front, getting guys rolling, getting them moving. It starts with them, man. That's what it's all about, the guys up front, getting the thing started and showing them how we're going to put the pressure on them early.
When you envision winning this game and making that key play, what do you see in your mind?
Seeing greatness, confetti coming down, celebrating with my teammates.
What stands out to you about Philly? What's it going to take to win this game?
Great team, great defense, great takeaways over there. That's what they do. Play hard, hold the ball, protect it.
What's it like playing alongside Patrick?
Fun, phenomenal. The accountability, the aspects, the expectations, the player-led team, man.
What's going to be your number one assignment come Sunday?
Shit, have fun, allow the game to come to me, and do my job 100%.
Now, you may recall a conversation that we had with Danon Hughes of the Chiefs Radio Network earlier this week, and Danon was saying that, hey, the run game thing going on right now, the lack thereof, it's not just an offensive line problem, that the running backs have to step up and do their part, and he thinks that it's a collective issue. So hearing that Pacheco is 100%, Kareem Hunt, you know what you're going to get out of Kareem Hunt, and the offensive line feels like that they're the best they've been all season, you're in a really good spot. And I've been saying it, I'll say it again. If the run game gets going, I don't see any way the Chiefs lose this game. They can win this game potentially without running the football much, but if they run the ball successfully, there's no way they lose. Do you believe it, Isiah Pacheco? Is this going to be a big game for the Chiefs running back? Weigh in our pinned comment today. Let us know what you think. Type B for believe, D for don't. Chime in and let us know. Today's show is sponsored by our friends at Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. Choose two or more players on any given category. Get the choice of more or less, whether you're talking fantasy points in football, rebounds in basketball, goals in hockey, all sorts of different categories to choose from. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS, and they got two great deals they're offering you right now, folks. One of those is that when you play $5, they will give you $50 to play for free. You don't even have to win to get the money. On top of that, right now on Prize Picks, you can win up to 1,000 times your money. The big game is almost here, and it's now or never. Don't miss out on the last football game of the season. The best place to win cash while watching the big game. PrizePicks is also giving away a free pick for the big game, where Patrick Mahomes will only need to throw 1 yard to win. If you're correct in at least one more stat projection, you can win real cash. So I'm going with Mahomes to have more than half a passing yard. I feel pretty confident about that. And I'm going with Saquon Barkley to have more than half a rushing or receiving touchdown. Yeah, I think he'll get his. If I put $20 down and this hit, that turns into $50 on PrizePicks. Play along with me, prizepicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. PrizePicks, proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Number 2 on what you need to know, some more bad news for the Philadelphia Eagles. Joe Thuney feels very comfortable at the left tackle position. It's not his natural spot. Obviously, he has been a guard his entire career, and he's done an incredible job as one of the very best at his position at the left guard spot. But after DJ Humphries went down, we saw the Chiefs turn their attention to Joe Thuney and bring up Mike Calindo to start in his spot at the left guard position, and they've seen some great success. And the numbers have shown that these guys have improved week by week. Obviously, you still have some questions when it comes to the run game, but everything appears to be trending the right direction, and Joe Thuney feels very confident about the way he's playing and asking what is needed of him from Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. Here's more from Joe Thuney when I got the chance to catch up with him earlier today.
Joe, you've been a part of a few of these now. I imagine it doesn't get old, right?
No, it's so special, very fortunate to be a part of this team, and, it's awesome being here. New Orleans has been a great city, and really enjoying it.
What's the transition been like to the left tackle position for you?
Yeah, it's definitely different than guard. You're dealing with a lot more space out there and dealing with different kind of players, different body types, different skill sets. So just been leaning on my offensive lineman, leaning on the coaches. It's really a group effort, but just trying to do what I can.
How hard was it to learn a position like that on the fly?
Yeah, it's different, but there's some O-line, things that translate across the whole board, that some fundamentals that translate. So, at the end of the day, as offensive linemen, wherever we're playing, we're happy just to be out there and just doing what we can.
What's it going to take to get the run game going?
Yeah, whenever it runs dialed up, as offensive linemen, we want to create holes for our runners, give them lanes to run through, and it's going to be a challenge. The Eagles have a great defense, so just got to try and execute when the plays are called.
What's it like getting to protect 15 each day?
Yeah, he's such an elite quarterback, such an elite player. Love the guy. He just does everything the right way and always working so hard. So, as a team, as an offensive line, we want to give him the absolute maximum amount of time possible. And, yeah.
What stands out to you about Philly?
They've got a great defense on all 3 levels. Defensive line, linebacker, secondary. They're fast, physical, smart team. They know where to be, their assignments. So it's going to be a big challenge.
Last thing, what would you say is your biggest assignment for this game on Sunday?
I kind of just take it a play at a time, try and execute each play. That's kind of my mindset.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Now, think about this. Game by game, Thuney has improved at the left tackle position. But you can't count out what Mike Calindo is doing to improve as well at his spot. And if you took it a step further and looked at the nerd numbers from Pro Football Focus, each of them in the final stretch improved every single week at their spot. And now you've had a week off. We know how Andy Reid is coming off a bye week and all that. And all this time to prepare and prep for this Eagles team, I have every reason to think that you are going to get the best version we've seen all year from Joe at the left tackle spot and Mike at the left guard spot, and the offensive line is going to do their part. And we know the rest of the line is pretty fantastic too. I think it's going to be awesome what these guys do. And they face a tough challenge against Philadelphia, a stingy defense, the number 1 ranked defense in the NFL, but I have every reason to think they're going to be ready for it. What's your confidence level in Joe Thuney at the left tackle position? Scale it for me 1 through 10. How are you feeling? I feel pretty good about Joe. I'm going to go with about an 8 out of 10. Give me your confidence level in the comment section below. Understanding the assignment. The Chiefs, they got to figure it out. all signs point to that this team is ready to go for this game. Here we are sitting at Thursday at this point, and they've been ready to play this game for well over a week at this point in time. And I was talking to Leo Chenal earlier today, and we'll play that interview coming up in just a moment. And for him, he knows everything he needs to do. And talking to these guys this week, everyone is on the same page. They are very sound, whether it's on offense, defense, special teams. Everyone is dialed in of what they need to do to accomplish their goal of winning this game. And, you know, it's one thing if you're a coach and you install a game plan, right? It's another if your players execute said game plan. We obviously won't know the final result till Sunday comes. But based on everything we've heard and the way these guys have approached things, I have every reason to think that they are going in with the right mentality, that they know what they need to do, and they're going to be ready for Sunday. Here's more from Leo.
Leo, how's Super Bowl week treating you so far?
You know, it's nice having the experience, you know, to look back on certain things because, you know, if you're kind of new to this and nobody's really giving you advice, it's kind of easy to get overwhelmed or, you know, kind of tired or stressed because there's a lot going on. But it's been a good experience, and kind of learning from the past stuff has just been good.
What's been kind of your advice to some of the younger guys?
You know, try to do your best to keep your normal weekly routine. If you're gonna add some extra film, extra recovery, that's awesome. Don't try to go too much. Don't try to have fun too much outside the facility or like make commitments with other people. You know, just because it's a big event. You know, obviously do those things, but you know, don't overwhelm yourself with it.
When you look at this matchup with the Eagles, what stands out to you about them?
Oh man, there's a lot. There's I mean, from our outlook as a defense, there's 11 things that stand out. You know, they got great receivers, great O-line. And one thing I've been saying is, like, they're all willing to block receivers. And then the O-line's obviously great, you know, in the run game. And then Saquon, just generational running back. And then Jalen Hurts, you know, so he proved that if we spend too much energy and time on him, on Saquon, he's gonna beat us to the air.
What would you say is your number one assignment for this game?
I mean, with every game, but it's like this on, you know, steroids. It's like you gotta set the wall in terms of the run game, build or set the edge, build the wall, and then track the hip. That's kind of what Coach Joe Cullen tells us about stopping the run game.
Awesome, thanks, man.
One of the things that Leo talked about that really stood out to me was the all-11 line. And if you were not paying attention, you know, feel free to kind of scroll back if you need to go hear what he said. But the all-11, and you think about this. Spags right now is the best defensive coordinator in the National Football League. He's done an incredible job. And when you hear the all-11 assignment that Leo is talking about and what everybody else is saying, look, we all know that it is going to be a challenge slowing down Saquon Barkley, all right? And then trying to get pressure on Jalen Hurts going up against this tough offensive line in Philadelphia. But you're giving Spags 2 weeks to figure that out. I think that's more than enough time for Spags. These players know what they need to do. They understand the assignment, and I think that's all bad news for Philly. I think had this game been played last week, it might be a different outcome potentially. But the 2 weeks, I think that could be the difference in Kansas City holding up this title or not, is how prepared they are for this week ahead. What's the final score going to be? You going with the Chiefs or are you going with the Eagles? And what will the score be? Let us know in the comments section. My prediction, I got the Chiefs 30-27. Weigh in, let us know what your final prediction is. Appreciate you joining us here on this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. We still have plenty more ahead over the next couple of days here on the channel. We got some exciting interviews over the next couple of days. Jesse Newell from the Kansas City Star is going to stop by. We're also going to hear from Amber Theo-Harris of SiriusXM NFL Radio. So stay tuned for all of that. Subscribe now for free, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We will see you more from New Orleans here on the channel.